Hello everybody. Today we are going to do a very simple makeup. I have a few makeup products that I want to try out, and this is usually what I do if I'm just like going for breakfast or maybe go shopping. I already prepped my skin, had some moisturizer. I actually just purchased Hollywood Flawless Filter. I used to have one and I was like, you know what, it's time to have it back. And I remember the shade that I had last time was very dark, so I wanted to make sure that I had the correct shade here. So we're gonna test out. The shade that I have is 2.5. Hopefully that's good because 4.5 is a very dark. So hopefully that is a good shade match. Also, just to let you know, I am blind and I cannot see, so I'm gonna be looking and using my compact mirror right here. So you guys can see I have a few spots right here and right here. We should decide first and see if that is a good shade match. I'm just gonna use my Anisa Beauty brush right here. This is one of my favorite blending brush. Not bad. When I was filming the other day, I was like looking at the video, I was like, oh my gosh, my face is like darker than the rest of my body. So I'm just like, okay, maybe I need to reconsider the shade that I got. This product has been a favorite of mine. I think it just gives you that glowy and beautiful look, and I've always loved glowy makeup and just having like a glowy base. So next for concealer, we're gonna use this Dior concealer. I have it at the shade 2.5. You guys, I tried this the other day and it was so creamy. I'm starting to love Dior products more ever since I've had their highlighter. It's just been like the best thing ever. So I'm just gonna do under my eyes and conceal some of my spots that I have. And then I'm gonna have it sit there for a while, and then I'm gonna use my Got2b glue for my eyebrows. I've had this product for a really long time and I've always suggested it. I have really stubborn eyebrows and it just doesn't really stay up the whole time, and I think this has really helped me. I'm now gonna pat it down. Do the other side. I'm gonna now blend my concealer. Scatter that around my forehead, above my eyebrow. Then I'm gonna blend my under eye. Anything left, you guys, I put on my lid. Have like a base for my eyeshadow later. Next, I'm gonna move on to a bronzer. So this is the Makeup by Mario in medium dark, and I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario dual-ended brush right here. So I usually use the bigger side to bronze up my face. I always bronze my forehead. Next, I'm going to do blush. This is my Sweet Cheeks. This is the Nudesticks. I've had this for a really long time and I think the Nudesticks blush are amazing. So I'm gonna get my same Makeup by Mario brush. Then I'm gonna pick it up on the smaller side of the brush and I'm gonna put that right here, focusing it at the top of my cheeks. And I always bring it up right here. And then some of it I put on my eyelid just to put like a pop of color there. And then I just blend, make sure everything looks blended. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows really quickly. I'm just gonna use this high definition brow pencil. This is from Revitalash. I usually use like a pen and I just love that. It makes your eyebrows look bushier. So what I do is I draw hairs in the very front, and then I slowly go towards the end and just like adding more hair. Then I slowly define my tail right here and then add like a tail to it, and then I brush it up. And then next, this is Haus Labs in Fire Moon. This is a blush, but I usually use it for my lid. This blush pairs really well with Haus Lab's Glassy Cinnamon. If you're the same skin tone as me, this is such a perfect bronzy blush that you definitely should try. So this is a Morphe blending brush. I'm gonna put a little bit in my brush and just tap it on my eyelid. If I'm not using this blush in particular, I usually just use my bronzer powder for my eyelid. Those are like my go-to if I'm in a hurry. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes really quickly. And then I'm gonna put mascara on. So mascara is done. And then next, I'm just gonna top off all my, I always do this because if not, my makeup will melt. I'm just gonna top off all my creamy products with powder. So starting with MAC, this is Give Me Sun. This is the only bronzer powder that I have, and it's just one of my favorites, so I don't really see the point of getting a new one. The only really product that I splurge on and actually get like multiple products of is blush. Now moving on to powder blush, I'm gonna use my Hourglass. This is Sublime Flush. This is the blush that I use for my wedding, and it is beautiful, you guys. So I'm just gonna and I'm just gonna put a little bit more like at the apples of my cheek right here. Because usually this is where it kind of melts away, you know. For my lips, I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Universal Earth. I'm just gonna line my lips. I used to not love the feeling of having lipstick, and now I feel like I never really leave the house without a lipstick on. It's just really funny. But I'm gonna use my very favorite Rhode product. This is the lip tint in the shade Raspberry Jelly. And you guys, this shade is so cute. This is the final look. This is my everyday makeup routine. This is just when I need to go out with makeup on and look like a human being. I think I found the right shade for my Charlotte Tilbury, which I'm very happy about. And as always, thank you guys for watching. My dream is to always be a content creator, to be able to put out content out there. I'm just very blessed with everybody who's been there for me since I started this channel, and I just want to say thank you. As always, I will put all the product links down below. Comment, like, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.